Hi LinkedIn fam, I'm 54 years young today and I've been working for myself for over 30 years and I am so filled with gratitude. It feels like just yesterday I was 24 years old starting out my first design studio, and I just want to thank a bunch of people, or a few people I should say, that really set me on this trajectory of having such an amazing career. I can't possibly thank everyone, this would be an hour video, but the first person I want to thank is my mom. She would describe herself as crafty, but I'll tell you she's one of the most creative people I know. When I was a kid, she was always working on some type of art project, and I just loved to watch her. I learned so much, and eventually I started working on my own little sculptures, and she would help me assemble them and teach me how to use the materials. So by the time I got to the first grade, I really excelled in art class, and I excelled in art class all the way through high school. And in high school, I lucked out because I got the best high school art teacher in the country. This woman went so far above and beyond what was necessary to help me. My gratitude towards her is just indescribable. Her name's Donna Silverberg. We're still friends today. Just to give you an example, there was no Amazon.com back then. So she would literally drive me a half an hour after school into the city, buy art supplies for me, and then drive me back to school another half an hour. And then the next couple of days after school, she'd teach me how to use the materials so I could create my sculptures, because I had this dream of being the next Andy Warhol. And she is instrumental in me getting into Mass Art, which is a sweatshirt I'm wearing today, which is my birthday present to myself this year. And at Mass Art, I had full intentions of being a sculptor until I took this class called Design Seminar, which was a 2D and 3D design seminar class where you had strict parameters to work within. Everything was due in a week. It was crazy. It was just crazy. And I loved it. I excelled at it. It made me more creative. So I decided I wanted to become a graphic designer. And at the time, Mass Art had some great faculty. And the first person I want to thank is Mike McPherson, who was principal of Corey McPherson and Nash, one of the top branding firms in the country. And I had him for publication design. And I remember our first class, he said, if you don't have 40 hours a week to invest in my homework, then you might as well drop the class. Well, I accepted the challenge and I ended up getting honors in his class. And believe me, Mike, it was an honor to get honors from you, sir. The second person I want to thank is Bill Hannon. This guy was a Renaissance man. He was ahead of his time. He was writing articles on design in the 70s and in the 80s. He was an industrial designer, a graphic designer. He had his own design firm. He had clients like Gillette that he worked for. And I took corporate identity class from him, which we would call brand identity today. And this man scared the hell out of me. We would literally pin up all our work to be critiqued. And Bill would walk around with a stick and he would tear off the wall, the work he didn't want to critique. And man, you didn't want to be that person. But I learned so much from Bill. It is amazing. I use the principles that he taught me about brand identity then today. And Bill also started Design Research Unit, DRU, which was a student-run design studio. And I was president of that for a year. We worked with nonprofits, which really set the foundation of me being able to start my own design studio so young. So I really want to thank Bill for that. And I really want to just know who you in your life do you have gratitude for that has helped you in some way in your career or in your life that you're thankful to have. Because I'm thankful for these people.